What's up, everybody? This is T-Roll from the Royal Geek Podcast. We have a very special episode dropping for you here with a very special intro from your favorite three podcasters on the planet. Of course, I'm talking about myself, Sandy, and Shamato. We are here to celebrate this is crazy, our 5th anniversary as a podcast. Boys, we've been going for 5 years strong, and what we are releasing on this very brief episode is a best hits, greatest hits from our first 5 years, okay? So we're really excited for you guys to listen to this. Shout out to Justin, who put a lot of work into making this happen. But before we kind of turn it over to all the work you did, Justin, I want to know how you guys are feeling. 5 years in, how you guys feel?
Perspective here, 5 years, 371 episodes later.
Gosh. Hold on. Say it one more time. I'm ready for it.
5 years, 371 episodes later.
It's crazy.
Yeah, we're still averaging more than one podcast a week.
Insane.
Dude, that's amazing, man.
Yeah, we definitely have a content library, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, we do.
So
Very
please
extensive.
take this opportunity to, if you like these clips that you hear and you want to know more about them, just look up the episodes, man. I'm going to have these episodes linked in the description box as
Look
well.
at this guy,
Yeah.
Shamato. This guy's put some work.
Oh, yeah.
We got to buy you dinner or something.
I
man.
mean, why not, right?
How about some alcohol?
I'll settle for
I
that.
can get you some good whiskey. Shamato, how you feel, man? 5 years in.
I mean, yeah, I think it's incredible that we've made it this far, especially coming out of the mire that was 5 years ago and dead middle of COVID.
That's right,
You
man.
know, and just there were a lot of people sending out podcasts, and almost all of them have fallen by the wayside.
So
We've
true.
persevered.
But not the Royal Geek Podcast.
Persevere.
Just
baby.
know the things you're about to hear. You were going to hear clips from episodes from year 1, year 2, year 3, 4, and also 5. You'll hear our voices, some others as well, who have either been on the podcast as guests or actually featured on the podcast with us for a significant amount of time. There are times where we were in Justin's basement where we started this podcast. Times where we were sitting at this table that we're at right now. This podcast we've done in different places, different kind of equipment. You'll hear some things that we're talking about, things that aren't movies or shows at times.
That's true.
We've just had a lot of fun, and we hope that this very short, special episode can be fun for you as well. Please enjoy our greatest hits of our first 5 years of the Royal Geek Podcast. Hear ye, and welcome to the Royal Geek Podcast, the very first episode, the inaugural episode of the Royal Geek Podcast. I am your host, Tyler Rollison, also known as T-Roll. I am here with my co-hosts, my good friends, Justin Sandoval, otherwise known as Sandy, and my other good friend, Anthony Amato. We like to call him Shamato. Gentlemen, how are you guys doing on this wonderful evening?
Doing well. Just, trying to make it through this crazy storm that we had tonight, big rain, just, coming all around, big winds and everything like that. Just crazy night,
Yeah,
just all out of nowhere.
Is it actually some bad foreshadowing, maybe, that it just was a torrential downpour on our first night? Are you guys nervous about that at all?
Pretty much telling us that this is a whole wash. This whole podcast is a wash.
Yeah.
We're doing this for absolutely no reason at all.
Might as well stop.
The 2 listeners out there that I can guarantee you will listen. I don't know about you guys, but I was referring to my wife. But that's one of them, and Tyler's wife is
No,
there.
no chance she's listening to it, but
Yeah.
that's okay.
But yeah, no, doing well tonight. I'm excited to get this thing started. I feel as though I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and it's happening. We're finally here.
Yeah.
We are making this happen. We're talking about stuff we love, and we're having fun while we do it.
For me, it followed the first 3 movies followed age-wise where I kind of was in my life anyway. So it was just it felt like it was a lot of ways like a story of my own life as well, in the sense of going off to college in the third one and having to give up some of your childish behaviors.
Yeah.
Only to talk about them years later on a podcast.
Yep.
That's right. So for you, and it sounds like you're saying this, I just want to get confirmation. For you, Toy Story 3 is better than 1 and 2.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Awesome. So my wife would pick at that hardcore. But that's okay. That's okay. She's not on this podcast. I am.
I had to work today, so I really didn't have 3 hours to dedicate to watch this before we recorded this pod. And so my dedicated self,
which you are
yes,
very dedicated.
Us here on the East Coast, it dropped on Disney Plus at 3 a.m. I set my alarm clock for 4 a.m.
Yeah.
And I watched it at 4 a.m. and then went right into work at 7 o'clock hour. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was definitely woke me up. Okay, because I came, I set my alarm clock. I looked at it and I said, "Oh, 4 o'clock, man. Do I really want to do this?" And I came
That's
scrolling
good.
on down. I turned on the big screen, and within the first 15 minutes, it was like I had a jolt of coffee, and I was
You were locked in.
I was amped, locked in, and I kid you not, man, I had chills for like the whole first portion of the.
Well, it's because might have been because it was 4 a.m. and you were cold. No, on a serious note, if you're listening to this pod and it's your first time listening and you're wondering, man, this Royal Geek podcast, is it worth like sticking around? I mean, look at that dedication. You know, Justin here, he's going to wake up at 4 a.m. so that we can do a review for you people. All right.
The second one that I was thinking of was, and this one might be a little bit of cheating, is Stan Lee.
Oh, come
wow.
on. Look at this guy.
Wow.
And just pulling all his characters together, and it's just something that everyone looked forward to in every movie that you were going into. Just like knowing that, you know, this was, you know, everybody was waiting for that moment. Like I said, at the end of the runs of these shows that you've been following for so long, you feel lost, you know, a little bit, because you were following these storylines, and now they're just ended, you know, like, and like I was saying, it's like your life continues, but this life that you've been following is all of a sudden just stopped, and it's hard because you're like, you literally feel like you're lost. Like you had something to look forward to, like eat from week to week to week, to think about, to think on as you were learning new stuff, to be blown away, you know, for them to show you things that you never thought you would see. And now you're not going to see that anymore.
It's over. And now we're left waiting for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, like what's going to be the next show to kind of like captivate us like this? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
literally, like S.H.I.E.L.D. like inspired us to like start this podcast. Like we would always meet up and
100%.
talk about the show,
Yep.
and just how much we enjoyed it, how much we loved it.
Well, I
And
guess
then-
we're done with this podcast then.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
good. It was a good run. It was a good run,
Yeah.
guys. We have nothing else to talk about at
Yeah.
all.
Next up, the 7 versus the 10 seed. This is interesting. The 7 seed, 5 Guys, which there's no waiter. There is a counter. And is there a drive-through? Have you guys ever seen a 5 Guys drive-through?
Dude, I think Sweat went rogue. Sweat went rogue.
Dude, he did. He made these rules, and then he broke them.
Yeah. Technically, he only made one of these rules, and he's broken it every single time.
Listen- How many kids out there are walking through automatic doors and they put their hand up every single time the door is
Yeah.
open? Like, we need more of this.
How many adults do that?
How many of us
Where
do
I
that?
work has an automatic door, and I
Every
do it
time.
at least 90% of the time.
How mad do you get when you do it, and it's delayed, and you're like, did anyone see that?
I call it in, man. I call it. No, I was kidding.
Yeah, I had some people texting me, and they were like, so, I mean, I saw the trailer for it. It's like black and white. And by this time, like, episode 6 came out. I was like, should I, like, watch it? And I'm like, dude, just shut up and go watch
Yeah.
it. Like, what's wrong with you? Just make a decision and do it, man.
That's
Yeah, we seem to specialize in Marvel topics, don't we? And
yeah.
that's what we have for you here tonight, is a Marvel topic.
Mm-hmm. I told my buddy that we've learned that Marvel is our cash cow, so we're just going to keep milking it.
Yep.
Makes
We're
sense.
we're just like Disney.
Yeah, literally, this could just be the Disney podcast.
Yeah, we represent
Unofficial,
all,
unofficial.
Yeah, unofficial, right, exactly. They need to start paying us, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it would really be in line, you know, with how much trash we talk to the DCEU. I mean, it would be perfect. Just Disney, you know, slide us a check, and we'll just continue
Yes.
just dogging on the DCEU.
A part of me will die inside every time we do that, though. But
Yes.
I'll still partake.
It will be interesting to see if they can choose one direction to go.
it's not genocide.
Oh no!
It's not genocide. It's random.
Dang.
It's random.
Yeah. I can't believe you did that.
Yeah.
What did you do?
I just said it'd be interesting to see if they can choose one direction to go. Harry Styles, One Direction.
Oh, he was in One Direction. Okay, there you go.
Dang, dude.
Sorry, I don't listen to that
hate
stuff.
you. I hate you so much right now.
Me or Sweat?
Honestly, both of you guys.
Why would you hate me?
I hate you for not knowing the reference
get it.
because you're in the age range where you would get the reference, and then Sweat for making
I
the
thought he
reference.
was in the
the
Jonas
first place.
Brothers.
Oh no!
Love
Oh,
it.
All right, let's talk about the other
Yeah.
post-credit scene. We are here to review episode number 3 of the book of Boba Fett. And I don't read much, but this has been a good book, boys. I've really,
Yeah.
Lots of pictures.
It has been
Lots of
moving
pictures.
pictures. Yeah.
Well, and
Yes,
you must
it's
love
been good.
the little the episode intros or descriptions.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like the idea of all these they're trying to build these big universes. Everybody is,
Yes.
you know,
Star Wars,
yeah, Star Wars,
Lord of the
like,
Rings,
what
Lord of the Rings
Oh
now.
yeah, I know. Yeah.
Minions.
TV series. Yeah. Oh yeah.
What'd you say?
Minions.
Oh, yeah,
Minions.
That's crazy.
I mean, like legitimately, like all these,
Oh, my
they're always
gosh.
building these universes that are, 5-6 movies long, and if you can get a name attached to it, Transformers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You just gave me an idea for a great podcast episode one day. It's
boy.
like the podcast episode, it can be called How Many Universes Are Better Than DC's?
I hate you so bad right now. Gosh, I hate you.
And we'll just list them off and talk about them and
Yeah.
why they're better.
Toy Story.
Just
Jeez.
Pixar, all of Pixar in one together.
Yeah. Dang, dude.
All right.
All right.
I am a pessimist naturally. So much so that despite me being a massive Marvel fan, here's what I'm going to do from here on out. If somebody comes to me and says, "Hey, T-Roll, I know you like Marvel stuff. I haven't watched She-Hulk. What do you think?" Or if they say, "Should I watch it?" I will first ask them how big of a fan of Marvel they are. And based on their response, I will then tell them if they should even waste their time with it. Because if you're a Marvel junkie, I think you have to watch it
Right.
because of the totality of the story for everything in the MCU.
Yep.
But honestly, bro, if you're not sold out to Marvel, a true
Pass.
junkie,
Hard pass.
if you go watch Marvel movies on Thursday nights, you should watch it. If you don't on the premiere night, don't waste your time. Seriously, that's how I feel about the show.
Yeah, I agree.
That's my stance.
So, and we always talk about movies. That's it. We talk about movies, talk about TV shows, and then T-Roll and I, we met weekly for breakfast for I don't know how long. It was almost
At a local establishment called Taco Bell.
Yeah, exactly. Breakfast.
Real
at Taco Bell.
classy.
Yeah, real classy. And all we would do is we would literally talk about the movie or TV show that we were watching and sports. That's what we would do. And one week, it's funny because T-Roll brought it up. T-Roll brought it up in the conversation. He's like, "Hey man, we should do a podcast. We talk about this all the time." But the funny thing is that the week prior, I wanted to bring up to T-Roll that we should start a podcast. But when I was thinking that out loud,
You
I
got
was
shy.
like, that sounds so stupid. Why would I ask T-Roll to start a podcast? And then I didn't do it. I chickened out. And then the following week, he asked me to start a podcast.
So I asked first, people.
Yes, he did. He asked first.
Yes.
But that would have been probably 2 years before we started a podcast.
True. Yes, correct.
Seriously.
And then I was like, well, we're going to need somebody with the brains. We're somebody who's smart about weird things.
Everything.
And knows a little about everything just because I didn't feel like T-Roll and I, we have our own niche. We have our own specific niche, but then Shamato came to mind as the guy who literally had knew everything.
Well-versed.
Yeah, well-versed.
I show up at Justin's house. I'm going to ride with him to the theater.
Yep.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm waiting 10 minutes for him to come outside. He finally comes outside. And the first thing, do you remember what the first thing I said to you?
You ready to see Black Beetle?
Nope. I said, I freaking hate you so much.
Oh, yes.
And you said, why? And I was like, I'm tired. It's late. We're doing the late showing.
Yes, we were.
And nobody freaking is going to watch this listen to our podcast. You want to know why, Justin? So this was the start to my night. Now, listen, it improved. Spoiler alert, ladies and gentlemen, I really enjoyed the movie, okay? Yeah. There you go. I said it.
He said it.
I enjoyed a DC product, okay?
how simple a fry can be, but how delicious it can be as well. Like
Yeah.
it is. You can eat a McDonald's fry plain, and you don't really need a dipping sauce. Like McDonald's is not known for their dipping sauces. Like their honey mustard, cool, great, but I mean,
Sure, yeah.
yeah,
I
sure.
couldn't even tell you.
I mean, yeah, exactly.
Sweet and sour,
yeah,
I guess, maybe?
not. I don't know.
Barbecue?
But like the Cajun Five Guys fries is what we're talking about here, right?
Yeah.
And you said the Cajun fry. You look over, McDonald's looks over at the Cajun. He's like, oh shoot, it's Cajun. It's not regular. Yeah, the flavor gives it that flair. It
Yeah.
does. It stands out. However, doesn't it say more about a fry that you can just be a fry, right?
Yeah.
So would you vote Pikachu or Charizard?
I would vote Pikachu. On all
But you had,
seriousness.
okay, there you go.
I would vote Pikachu too because, I mean, they literally fought.
In a bracket, I think I had Charizard higher than Pikachu.
You did, and so I think you did too.
I did too. Yeah.
But
You guys are scumbags, dude.
no,
You
no,
guys are such
because it's not.
scumbags.
That's different.
That's
Y'all are making me
It's
a
the
villain.
listen, it's the
No. You're making me a villain when you guys
You
already.
are. You are.
guys
You
are
are
villains.
the scum of
So
the
I
universe
had
right now.
Articuno
You're Team Rocket.
above Pikachu
Yeah.
naturally, so I voted that way.
Yeah.
But you guys are saying that you would have voted differently.
I mean, we had
In a
Pikachu
bracket-
higher than
Okay, so
Articuno.
So
who's
listen,
the fake one here?
Articuno.
Who's the fake one?
So
fake
hold on,
one here-
let me jump in. So
No,
here,
no.
when I did this, I
Y'all
got
are so
I
fake.
got,
and
I got
hilarious.
this or that. I got this or that.
So fake.
And it never came up for Charizard versus Pikachu, to be completely honest. So I would never voted against them in my thing. But if I had to go against them in a bracket, it's a different thing. It's a different conversation.
Pikachu and Charizard is a next level conversation. Okay,
is.
because both
It's a
are
second
iconic.
round
No,
conversation
no.
because Pikachu got eliminated.
Funny thing is, we mentioned we kicked Amato out in the beginning. Amato, he's like, hey, I think I'm going to go see John Wick because he didn't get a chance to see it because of just things
just
happening.
work
Right?
and life.
And I immediately just started yelling at him, go, leave right now. Because he only had 10 minutes to get to the theater. And
Which is about 7
yeah.
minutes away, so he'll be
Yeah.
fine.
yeah, he's good.
There's
He
credits.
made it.
Don't
He's-
worry, y'all. He's currently watching some previews right
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he will be texting us when it's done in 3 hours. So, but
Yes.
yeah, because as I say this sentence, he's hopefully in the theater. So
now. Man, just a fantastic show.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic season 1, fantastic season 2. And, maybe one of the few times we can literally look at Marvel and say,
well done.
well done.
Well done.
Yeah.
You knocked it out of the
Yeah.
park.
In a time
So
of
make all of them like this.
But I say in a time of like uncertainty, they're able to produce this gem.
Okay, I had another person write in and said, I can't point to one specific moment, but I enjoy the banter and the back and forth the most, hearing different opinions and theories on movies and shows and what may happen next is always my favorite part. Man, that's kind of like a
Dude, that was
good
that was,
synopsis
that
of
was a
what we
legit.
do.
That was a legit thing. Like,
Yeah,
we
dude.
need to use that for like our trailer or anything. Like,
Here's why you should listen to the Royal Geek podcast. I would probably vote for Bonfire over camping, even though I just died on that
Yeah.
hill. The idea of camping, sleeping
Miserable.
outside in some
Miserable.
stupid tent,
Yeah.
bugs crawling around, mosquitoes. We haven't even talked about mosquitoes. Y'all over here talking about camping?
You know, the
Nah,
funny
dude.
thing is, we've talked about it on the podcast before, like in fall or wintertime, doing like an outside podcast, and you're like, nope.
No.
Nope.
Justin, 10 minutes, dude, 5 minutes before the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
you walk outside, your back door here, right behind you. My first thought, if he lets another freaking mosquito in, because last time we did a podcast here, you let like
I let
six of them in.
Yep.
Okay? I'm voting for beach, but here's my thing. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going when the sun's out.
Really?
I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am such a not summer guy. Dude, why would I want to go sweat
Yeah.
and sit on the sand? So the best thing about this podcast, Justin, just like tell us about your day real quick.
Oh, I'll wake up at 4 a.m.
Okay, so what the listeners don't know, Justin, is that they can't. Actually, what you don't know is I just muted you because of the soundboard. So just peeling the curtain back here. Literally, Justin, if you're even talking right now, we cannot hear you. And actually, this is kind of fun, Shimano. Do you think we should bring him back in?
Pleasant.
Should we bring him back in or just leave him hanging there for a little bit?
Maybe leave him hanging for a second.
All right. Well, let's leave him hanging. Daredevil, Born Again. I did get that right, I think. Right,
Yes.
Shimano. Okay. And speaking of being born again, we are going to bring Sandy back to life. Sandoval, Justin, are you there?
I mean, I feel like this is not a safe space anymore. This is,
You have my word. I will not do that again.
This is supposed to be my safe space, and now I feel compromised.
I won't do that again on this podcast, at least.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Just don't say anything too offensive.
Like the Punisher cop meeting, and like he just starts like one every day. Like they open up a package, and there's just like another one of their members like arms
yeah.
or whatever has the tattoo
What's in the
on
box,
it.
Shimano?
Essentially,
What's in the box?
yeah. And he's just like delivering them to them, and as they get more and more paranoid, that'll be phenomenal.
And do you want to ask your question that
Dude,
you love to ask?
Is Marvel back? I mean,
Daredevil's back.
I say it in jest nowadays, but in all actuality, this from beginning to end has been top notch, and I don't see how you can have Deadpool and Wolverine, Agatha all along, and this, and not say that Marvel has made a turn back to potentially being back.
Yeah. I mean, I would say the only thing that I would say is like they have to do something on the big screen that is not an inherited property.
2 weeks, man.
So that's going to be a
find
big
out.
one. It's going to be when Thunderbolts comes out. That's going to be really, really big.
Justin, I want you to go first.
Yeah, of course. I want to go ahead and quote. I'm going to go ahead and quote a movie line that was delivered by one of the main three characters, Stu from The Hangover. You ready? We are back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. Okay, Marvel is back. I am here to solidify it because we are on a run right now between Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yep.
Agatha All Along.
Yep.
Daredevil, Born Again,
Well,
and Thunderbolts.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, baby.
Yes.
Marvel is back. I'm not even going to ask the question because it's not a question anymore from my eyes. Marvel's back, baby. Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
We will be diligent in getting you guys content.
Yep.
Absolutely.
That's right. And we're excited to, get better at this. This is literally our first run ever at doing a podcast. And, we're going to get active on social media. We're going to make this thing more official and professional, you might say, as time goes on. But this is our first episode and our inaugural episode. If it's a little spotty, if it's a little shaky, be patient with us because we'll figure it out. But
I mean, only one of us has a mass comm degree,
that's
right?
right. Yeah, I'll figure it out because these guys aren't going to help with anything. So, anyways, for my good friends, Sandy and Shimado, this is T-Roll saying thank you and good night. We are the Royal Geek Podcast, and we will see you next time, you peasants.